about that. Anyways, curious as to, hey, this isn't the right farm. What happened here? I just decided to do this new farm for just, like, hi, Mr. Smee. How are you? I just decided to do this new farm for, like, the fun of it. And oddly enough, I have ended up liking this one a little bit more than I thought I would. Like, I don't know what's up with that, honestly. I normally, like, I don't like the way I do things. Starting to really like how this farm is, like, looking. I like how I got things set up. I like, you know, I like this so far. I even got traffic turned on. Alright. You actually see cars. Uh, Mr. Smee, after I'm done, harvesting my, soybeans, I'm going to have to show you my atrocious, bale stacking. I need some help, or I need some, like, this bale stacking needs some work. Like, it's not, it's not, it's just, it's really, really bad. But how are you doing, Mr. Smee? But yeah, I gotta show you where my, um, cow pen is right now, like where I decided to put it. Because it's in a completely different spot than the one that I put it in originally. And it fits there a lot better too, Mr. Smee. It does. It fits there a lot better. And, I have a new, silage pit too. Like, it's a completely different silage pit. It's super duper cool, Mr. Smee. But I gotta show you also the thing that I was telling you about earlier. Um, that, yeah, um, it's actually really better places right there. I like that. It's right there. Could have just panned over there in general, but yeah. But yeah, it's just right there. It's a lot better of a place for it, honestly. Like, in my personal opinion, that looks like it's a better place. It's not taking up any of my fields. None of them. Didn't move any of my fields. Nothing. Um, it just took out a part of my yard, honestly, that I never use. I also now have that thing right there that I'll have to show it to you. It's really cool, Mr. Smee. It's really, really cool. Like it's actually kind of a really cool, like, place to, like, that's actually where my hay bales are. Well, not hay bales, but they're straw bales. My straw bales are right now, is in that, building over there. Not in my cow pen, but in the building. That's like off to the side of it. I'll, I'll show it to you. It's easier to show you than explain. But yeah, I figured out that my bale stacking technique needs a little bit of work. Trying to stack bales, especially round bales. It's not the easiest thing in the world. I was watching another streamer, or well, not streamer, but YouTube. I was watching YouTube, and this guy was using a round bale grabber. I was like, they have those? And so, like, I got on this, and sure enough, they do have a round bale grabber. So, I might get that instead of having to deal with the bale spike. Like, it seems a lot simpler and easier. Anyways, so there's my cow pen. As you can see, I have kinda done some landscaping. This thing right here is my silage pit. That's my silo. That is a shed that is going to be kept, oh, wrong side, sorry. Anyways, it's going to keep all the stuff that, like, I can't easily back into things, like you see my trailer is over here. A plow is over here because I can't back it up into that thing. My seeder is over here. My bell grabber is over here. This is my newish tractor. I just sold my old tractor, so I guess this is my only tractor now. This is my cow trailer. And then, watch this, Mr. Smee. Watch, ready? And here's my atrociously, horribly stacked straw hay bales. Here they are. Atrociously stacked. Here's my front end loader, and yes, that is a front end loading tractor. Here's my cultivator. There's my truck. And here's my round baler. That has a wrapper attachment. So if I do, like, grass hay bales, I can wrap them up and make silage hay bales. But I don't think I'm gonna do grass hay bales. I think I'm just gonna do like hay bales. I know that sounds weird, but the reason why I say I don't think I'm going to is this thing right here. This is the thing that I was telling you about. It's a self-propelled mixer for the total mix rations. And what it does is, you see, hold on, let me zoom in here. You see this nice little thing right here? That thing right there? It's kind of hard to show you, but that little thing right there is a picker. Like, it's a vacuum. So it will vacuum up, like, silage, hay, straw, it'll vacuum it up and dispense it into this right here. So you don't really have to, like, load it in there, which I think is cool. But it's a little bit expensive. It's $158. $158,000. Correction. $158,000 for just that versus $53, which does the same thing, only you have to load it yourself. So yeah, I still haven't got my water tank. I still haven't got the milk tanker thing. I haven't done much in this. I haven't got a mower for my grass. Like I'll do grass here sooner or later. I'm keeping my wheat and my oat. Like any wheat product I do, any oats I do, I'm going to keep it in that silo for the general purposes of getting, like, you know, horses sooner or later, getting chickens sooner or later, getting pigs sooner or later. You know, I'm just gonna build up a plethora of crops. I'm going to zoom in this because it's hard to kind of get this in here. Oh, I think I might have hit my front end motor. I did. I'm still hitting it. And there. But yeah, I'm actually keeping my yard semi-clean. Aren't you proud of me? Like, look, nothing's left out in the open. Except for, well, a part of my trailer here, which can't be helped because, well, yeah. That thing's horrible. I need a new one, honestly. One that isn't on a dolly, preferably. Because that thing's on a dolly, and I can't back it up like I can my other one. I know, right? It's actual organization. Like, it's insane. And, like, I like how it says there's no pins for animals yet. Here's one. I just don't want to start it up just yet. But, I'm also doing, like, these jobs, too. But I'm gonna be doing, like, jobs that are closer. Like this one, I can do this one because I have a cultivator and I have a tractor. Key here is to not try to, like, you know, crash into things. I hit open gate, not enter vehicle. Thank you. Now I'll enter the vehicle. That's gonna be hard. get attached to, but I think I can do it. Oh, there. Can I have it now? Thank you, harvester. I'll be back. And close. And close. And interview. Anyways. But yeah, you should have seen me try to stack those bales. It was pretty horrible. Was that 27? Yeah. I want to do like things that are closer to me. Because, well, you know, I have this field right here that I want to harvest. I have to cultivate my own field. You know. Oh, cultivator. Zoom out. All the way out. Oddly enough, just got done doing, yeah, it was great. See my bale grabber thing, my trailer thing, the red thing, it will grab them and it will, like, lift them up and stuff and move them and set them places and all that stuff. It will do that. However, it's hard to back up. Well, that's really my only complaint of that thing. It's hard to back up. Um, Especially with somebody like me trying to back something up like that. My backing up skills is not good. And this was before I bought the nice little area that, like, I wanted to keep it in, that building over there. That was before I bought that building. So I put them outside, thinking, you know, yeah, I'm gonna get a building. I can stack hay bales just fine. No. 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 Turns out I can't stack hay bales at all. It got easier over time, but no. No. There's no. But also looked into, like, buying other fields, because, like, when I started up, I owned 20 and 19 and 20, however you want to say it. I own those two, and I own the farm place that I have and all that stuff. I own all that. Anyways, I owned like 2 tractors, 1 trailer, the trailer that you saw, and that yellow harvester, and that's it. No, and the silo. I also owned the silo, and the silo was completely full of seeds and all, like, corn and stuff like that. I kept everything that was like oats, wheat, corn. I want to say I kept the soybeans, but I just put soybeans in there. So I hope I kept the soybeans. If I didn't keep the soybeans, then now I have soybeans in there. And the reason why I kept all those things is, again, I plan on getting, like, chickens and horses and stuff like that. I plan on it. But I think I want to do it a little bit differently than what I was doing with my other save. Like, I like the way I was doing it on my other save. Obviously, I was doing it, somewhat okay, but like I have a problem with the fact that like how I laid it all out, if that makes any sense. Like, and you can't, like, if you sell on the place that it's sitting is all wonky and weird looking, and so, I was like, well, you know, if I don't like how this starts out and how I do things on this save, then I'll just go back to the other save and deal with the fact that, like, I place things poorly, basically. Because I kind of like where I put, like, my silage pit, because it's right beside my cow enclosure. Like, it looks a lot better there. I like the fact that I put my cow enclosure so close. Like, I like all that stuff. It looks semi-presentable now. I know it's a farm. It's not supposed to look semi-presentable, but still, looks a lot better. Ish. Bum bum ba da 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 ba da 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 da. But yeah, like I happen to like the way it looks right now. Like the only thing that's staying outside is my cattle trailer, and that thing's gonna stay outside. Like it's gonna stay right there. That's its new home. That's its new home. Yeah, like, and see, it's not that I was unhappy with it either. It just looked really weird. Like, like visually, I'm like, why did I set it up like this? Like, I understand, like, certain pins and the way that they worked and yada yada yada. I understand that. I understand I can't put this pin like this close to this because it collides with this. I understand that. What I don't understand is like my placement of like my silage pit, which was like my placement was in the middle of my field, and my new placement is not even taking up any of my field. Like, like, okay, this looks a lot better. Why didn't I think of that before? Like, stuff like that. It bugs me that I didn't think when I was placing it. And I'm like, I could have done this, huh? Okay. Pre-planning is a thing that I must do then. Like, have you noticed I have a different tractor, Mr. Smee? It's because, like, funding, money for the tractor that I really like. My purple tractor is expensive. Yeah, I probably should do a lot more pre-planning. Like, actually, you see this field right here? I'm planning on owning it. Like, it's pretty cheap. Yeah, not yet. Can't afford it. It's expensive. Like, I'll have to show you how much it is, when I, like, get done with this, because it is actually a lot expensive. Like, it's pretty hefty. Leasing it's not bad, mind you, but it's a still pretty, and I don't want to lease it. Like, so far I have no leased vehicles, Mr. Smee. None of them are leased. None of the ones that I have are leased. Nothing is leased. It's all owned by me. Mm, that's actually pretty great. I wonder what would happen if I put a worker on this at this point, considering I've made such a mess of doing this. Be like, where do I need to go? What do I need to do? That's probably what the worker would say. I can't compute this place that you have given me. You have missed bits. I do not miss bits. Shut up, AI computer. Yeah, see, like, I have no loans. I don't have, like, any reoccurring debts except for probably property management. Probably have that. I don't know if property management is still, like, a thing. Like, I really haven't progressed today, really, and seen if I have property management or not. I probably do now that I think of it. But, I haven't really checked and seen. But, like, like, it feels so much better. Like, having things, and having, like, goals. Like, yeah, see, like, I don't want to be perfect. I just want to be, like, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just, I would rather it be, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, oh, are you talking about my AI? Yeah, AIs are perfect. They just have to be. They don't miss places. They don't mess up things. We are superior to all you pesky humans. Anyways. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's like, it's so weird. Like, like, field number 27 is 100 and some odd $1,000, but that's not bad for a field that is this size, for one. And, like, what I'm thinking about doing is dividing it, oddly enough. Like, I will and take half of it and make half of it into an arable crop. And then the other half, no, I would still be missing spots because of the way I do it. Regardless, I turn, so like, I don't do like up and down or anything like that. I turn. So there would be missed spots regardless. Yeah, yeah, it's way faster than the IAI by far. Because the IAI, what they do is up, down, turn around, up, down, turn around. Raw, rinse and repeat, basically. That's what an AI does. Rinses and repeats until the job is over. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And this is the way I normally even cultivate like this. Um, Harvesting, I do it this way, and I miss things harvesting too. But like, I go back and I just grab the little pieces I miss, because it's no problem going back to, you know, do it, but since this is a contract, I'm not even gonna go bother. One hand steering. Great tractor. Who all wants a one hand steering tractor? But yeah, like, field number 28 isn't a bad arable field, but I think I would turn like field 28 into just pure grass and make that like just my grass field and only my grass field. And that's where I would get like all my bales of hay and grass from would be like field 28, because it's just a small field. And then like I would put like I said, I would have this field and think about like putting like my horse pens here or something like that. Like, you know, not saying that that's what I'm going to do, but like, you know, thinking about it, it sounds like if I put it, like if I buy a piece of land, I could put it on that piece of land and like cart the things over there in, you know, like the things that they need. Like if it's chickens, I could just take my trailer and take them wheat and make sure that this has the front end loader attached to it with its bucket and clean up the mess, and there you go. Pick up the eggs, put it back in the trailer, you know, stuff like that. And in those cases, like, I would have like double trailers. I would have one trailer for the wheat and one trailer for the eggs, and then I would just put the eggs in the trailer and bring it back. You know, it doesn't all have to be at like where my cow pen is. Doesn't all have to be like right there. And like, oh, I really did not fix that turn. Anyways, like I was saying, hold on, okay. Like I was saying, earlier, that, like, I like the fact that I put my cow pen the way I did because it didn't take up any of my field. Like, it took up none of my field. And